Well, hello everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Another beautiful day here in South Alabama. It's been such a beautiful weekend. I was able to get outside and get a little bit of sun yesterday, starting to charge those batteries on vitamin D. And the plan is, as soon as I shoot this video and getting it uploading this morning, I'm going to go out there and get me some more. Today I want to talk about a little subject. Is this raw food diet really that complicated? I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button now. Then make sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you won't get unsubscribed from the channel. That happens on YouTube from time to time. Yesterday I was just, I've just kind of been goofing this weekend, the holiday weekend, just a chance, an excuse to be lazy. And I would just, I think I've told you before, I watch a lot of snippets. I don't watch a lot of videos from beginning to end. I don't read a ton of stuff. I'm just always kind of just surfing around on the internet, kind of trying to keep my fingers on the pulse and just see what people are talking about, thinking about, eating, how they're doing things related to plant-based diet, and more specifically, the raw food diet. And I just got to thinking yesterday, with all the videos out there and all the written information and everything, what have you, is it really this complicated? And then I decided to do a video. I was also thinking okay, what if everything has been done, everything has pretty much been talked about. If nobody, let's say everybody in the raw food diet world went away tomorrow as far as making content, putting out content, would you miss anything? Other than maybe the personalities or just the personal connection, everything's out there. And everybody's trying to get so micro with it, really dig down deep. And some of the conversations, that's another thing I like to observe too, is sometimes I'll just mark a thread in a forum or a group or something, and I'll just follow the conversation back and forth. And it's so detailed, and people are arguing, making their points for this and that, and I'm like, does it really matter? We're eating plants, we're eating fruits and vegetables, and it's kind of turned into this industry. And a lot of it, I won't get too much into my conspiratorial type ideas today. A lot of it is just to kind of create an industry. A lot of it is so people can sell you coaching, can sell you books, can sell you their program, can sell you their system, can teach you how to be a raw foodist, when basically, how do you teach someone to eat fruits and vegetables? It's our natural way of eating. So sometimes, I'm not criticizing people, I'm just saying sometimes it might help just to take a step back and think about what we're really doing. It's about food, it's about feeding ourselves. Okay, and some of these conversations and some of these arguments and some of these debates, you would think if somebody doesn't get every single component every single day, their health's going to break down and they're going to just, die early, live bad, whatever. I don't know what the consequences are going to be. But nobody seems to worry about this. Think about this. I really want you to think about this. People eat a standard American diet every day, and well, every once in a while, it's almost just kind of a cursory nudge, you really shouldn't be eating that, but nobody pays any attention. Yet you tell people you're 100% plant-based, and the frowns come on and people start, well, aren't you going to miss out on this? Aren't you going to miss out on that? Are you getting enough of this? Are you getting enough of that? Well, let me ask you a question. You're riding through the damn drive-thru every day. Are you getting enough of this at Taco Bell? You're eating your meat. You're eating your cheese. You're eating your dairy. You're saying, okay, we can't live without that. Are you getting, like I say, let me just flip it. Are you getting all these things on the standard American diet, which nobody seems to bat an eye at? I mean, yeah, everybody kind of knows, well, this isn't the best thing for you, but most people, when they're actually still consuming a standard American diet, don't really admit to themselves exactly how bad it is. Exactly how bad it is for you. But then you switch over to a whole food plant-based diet, especially a raw diet, and everybody starts freaking out. There's a gazillion questions. Well, am I going to be okay with this? If so-and-so says so-and-so, that's something too. Will you stop quoting your lame ass friends out there that probably didn't pay a damn bit of attention in school? They don't read, they don't do anything. There's always, that just irks me. Well, I've been told, oh, somebody told me, a friend told me that this is going to mess you up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, eating fruits and vegetables. Think about it. What I always like to go back to, common sense. Forget the book learning, forget all the science behind this lifestyle. Go back to instinct and common sense. The fruit is just instinctual. Like I say, I don't know why I didn't know this until I did know it, but it's eating fruits and vegetables. Now, we can always try to do better. I'm not just saying, just eat a few fruits and vegetables, don't pay attention to anything you do. I'm continuously trying to grow. I'm continuously trying to, tweak it, feel a little bit better without being obsessive about it. And I feel like I'm doing quite well, and I don't have all this angst about it, and I'm not constantly asking a question, am I getting enough of this? Am I getting enough of that? I figure just keep a nice wide variety of food you're eating, and try to just, kind of educate and fill in the gaps as you go, but just keep it simple and don't stress so much over a natural lifestyle, a natural way of eating, something that shouldn't bring us stress at all. I mean, here's the basis of my philosophy on a raw food diet in a nutshell. The majority of my food comes from fruit. The majority of my calories come from fruit. I would probably say that, and I'll try to be conservative here, 75% of my calories come from fruit. Probably more, but we're going to say 75% come from fruit. I do make an effort to get a good bit of greens in throughout the week. Am I always getting 1.5 pounds a day, this exact amount? Probably not, definitely not, but I'm making the fruit my base. I'm eating a lot of greens throughout the week. Believe me, a lot of greens. I'm mixing them up. I'm going back and forth between kale and spinach. Not eating as many lettuces, but there's more good-looking lettuces coming around. So as the spring and summer comes in, I'll get back to eating some more good salads again. So I eat mostly fruit. I mix it in with some green leafy vegetables. From time to time I cook a little bit, but that's about to kind of drop by the wayside since I'm not going back to Costa Rica, and I'm going to kind of simulate a tropical diet here, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, and then in addition to the fruit and the greens, I just try to get healthy amount of fat, not overdo it too much. I don't obsess either way. I like that middle ground. I'm not uber, I do go through very low periods on the fat, and I go through a little bit higher periods on the fat. I feel like they balance themselves out. I try to work on, I try to make sure that I get some of my fat from good omega-3 sources, which I haven't been doing a whole lot the last couple of months. But I haven't been eating a lot of fat in general. But that's it. It's fruit, it's greens, it's a little bit of healthy fat. Even as much as how raw you are, that's something else too that I think we've just totally flipped out on, and it's become this holy grail. Listen, I know I'm not knocking it, I sometimes make a little bit of fun of it because I like to poke these kind of holier than thou sanctimonious raw vegans, especially about the holy temperature. I've gone back and forth on threads just out of curiosity to watch them, to see how long a thread can go over people talking about the holy temperature of 118. Well, as long as we don't get above 118, oh shit, you went to 119, throw that food out. I mean, I guess what I'm getting at here is, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. You can get into all your deep stuff you want to, but yeah, I'm sure there's a huge difference in 96% raw and 100 I don't ever eat anything, although you're eating all these nuts, and none of these nuts are actually raw. So the point of this all being is lighten up a little bit. And don't make this thing such an industry, just keep it what it is. It's a natural way of eating. I enjoy talking about it, and it probably seems kind of weird for me to say this because since I do a video, I do a channel, and I'm on doing every day. But that's what this is. This is creating content. In my personal life, I don't give a whole lot of thought to food. To be totally honest with you, I don't give a lot of thought to food in my personal life at all. Sometimes I'm just, like I say, trying to do something to create content for either YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. But in my personal eating, I'm just like, okay, what did I feel like this morning? I felt like some mangoes a little while ago. I had some mango. I'll have something else in a little while. I will eventually have a green smoothie. I'll probably have some ice cream. But yeah, I'm not going to sit around and sweat this stuff and get all deep about it and too thoughtful about it. But like I say, it does bear, you don't want to just be completely willy-nilly. Like I say, I've gotten a good read on my body. I listen to my body. I'm good at interpreting those signs and kind of filling in the gaps and educating. Just because I say it's a natural way of eating and we don't have to overcomplicate it, we still need to educate ourselves and make sure that we're getting some key components. And I'm never going to do a video on supplementing. That's like one of those religious subjects. I supplement, and there's a few things I'm going to supplement. I supplement my B12, although I'm not as regular as I should be. I will probably, depending on how long I end up being here, I'm just kind of stuck in limbo for a while. If I am here next winter, I probably will continue to supplement vitamin D. Hopefully over these next 4, 5, 6, 7 months, I'll be able to stock up on the fresh stuff. But yeah, that's it. And other than that, I don't, I just, like I said, I don't run around all the time worrying about, okay, did I get enough of this today? I better eat one of these. I better eat a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Kind of that approach I've talked to you about before. My philosophy lines up very much so with T. Colin Campbell's book, Whole. Just by eating a wide variety, eating all the colors of the rainbow, getting an adequate amount of energy, calories for our size and our activity level, and it'll work itself out. But anyhow, this is food. This is food. Take a step back, like I said a minute ago. Take a step back and look at this stuff sometime, and you might even catch yourself and have to laugh at yourself a little bit and be like, yeah, that's kind of a silly, I've been kind of silly on this. But anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. This raw food diet shouldn't be all that hard. I mean, don't want to step on any toes here, but it shouldn't be something that someone has to strive to do. It has to try to do it for a year, 2 years, whatever. I mean, it's a natural way of eating. Anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.